Hello everyone, I'm your host Heather Dawson, and as always, it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. So are you looking for the perfect beach getaway this summer? Well, look no more. Each year, Steve Leatherman, also known as Mr. Beach, evaluates America's seashores based on criteria like water, safety, and quality. Well, this year's list reveals Hawaii, the Carolinas, and Florida in the top 3, followed by the Southamptons, Cape Cod, and only one California beach made the top 10, Coronado Beach in San Diego, coming in at number 9. Well, travel is the most attractive hobby in the U.S., according to Elite Singles study, followed by fine food and dining, music, and spending time outdoors. But it depends on where you live. Georgia tops the list for musical states, and California ranks the highest for movie buffs, and Montana wins for outdoorsy state. But if you're looking for love, guys want a sporty partner, and girls like a man of culture, showing a preference for a partner with a taste for fine dining, concerts, and cookery. Men, on the other hand, seem to prefer partners whose hobbies were more action-oriented, with health and fitness, and weirdly, comedy ranking in their top 10 most attractive hobbies for a partner. Now we shine the spotlight on the coastal city of Carlsbad, where Audra Stafford shows us why it's so much more than just a beautiful place to visit.
Carlsbad is known for its beautiful beaches and golf courses like this one, the Crossings at Carlsbad. And now this village by the sea is becoming a hub for some big industries. It's the unofficial golf capital of the world. Home to Legoland, the famous flower fields, and luxurious resorts like the Cape Ray Hilton. But Carlsbad isn't just a fun place to visit. It's a place to live life in action. And more companies are starting to recognize and take advantage of it.
We are a 2-minute walk across the train tracks to not only the beach, but actually a really good surf break.
Rick Lockery is the Senior Director of Global Media Relations for GoPro, which relocated its software and sports marketing divisions to Carlsbad.
We ended up here because of action sports, but we're now, getting bigger and bigger because of the software talent that's here as well.
That talent includes video game developers, like Call of Duty's High Moon Studios, and interactive tech leader Internology.
We pick our president state by state.
Everyone has seen John King and the Magic Wall touching a large screen of the United States and modeling scenarios by which the Democrats and the Republicans and who wins what county and all that. That's all our work, and that's all done in Carlsbad, California.
Founder Tim Huckabee says he wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Because of quality of life.
That quality of life is reflected in many of the businesses that call Carlsbad home. Telecommunications giant Viasat has an indoor slide. And when the employees at Ionis Pharmaceuticals aren't busy adding more patents to this wall, they can often be found shooting hoops. Yoga, travel, and adventure clothing company Piranha has an outdoor climbing wall and meditation garden. And in addition to making delicious chocolate, Chihuahua Chocolatier has made it their mission to spread joy. Something all of these companies and dozens of others like Nordson, Processing Point, and Thermo Fisher say isn't tough to do when you live and work in Carlsbad.
Something for everybody here. Weather's amazing pretty much all throughout the year. The schools are great, the families are great.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
And coming up next on California Live, the latest on Harry Styles and American Idol, plus one of the biggest medical problems for women that no one likes to talk about. And we explore the symphony in Santa Barbara. Don't go away, we've got all this and more. Stay here. Hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, is more common than you might think. Our Brooke Slyer sat down with Dr. Pepper Schwartz to find out more.
Today's guest is not only a researcher, but she's also a best-selling author and relationship expert on Lifetime's Married at First Sight. California Life is happy to welcome Dr. Pepper Schwartz to the show. Women's sex lives is often a hushed topic of conversation, and some may even see talking about it as taboo. However, Dr. Pepper Schwartz, who is a relationship expert on Lifetime's Married at First Sight, says a healthy sex life is important for women.
It's a gift, and if there's something disrupting it, where you no longer feel desire, you no longer feel arousal, you've lost a lot of health as well as emotional health benefits. And so I just think it's something we need to think about and empower women to find what we call their spark and not lose this wonderful part of their lives.
While male sexual dysfunctions are commonly discussed, the fact that women can also suffer from common sexual troubles, or the more serious case of female sexual dysfunction, doesn't seem to get much attention.
Female sexual dysfunction is composed of 4 different kinds of problems, but the most common problem is problems of sexual desire. In looking for this lack of desire, there is now programs that are designed to take a look and see if it is this persistent and distressed feeling that women have, that their sexual spark is now gone and has been gone for quite a while and is affecting their sense of self and often their relationship.
Schwartz says FSD affects women and their partners both in and out of the bedroom.
Everybody goes through periods of their life where they're in stress, or maybe they're recovering from a major life event like having a baby. And sex life gets affected then, and that's natural and normal. But it's not natural and normal to have a persistent lack of interest in sex. So that's at the point where you say, okay, this is just not a passing thing. I've got something that's changed, and I need to find out what it is and how I can help it.
Although this may be a sensitive subject, she does offer some tips for how women can open up to their partners and even their doctors.
You have to talk to your partner in a way that they don't think it's all about our relationship, or she's interested in somebody else, or I'm not good enough, just to make sure he doesn't feel like, it's all about him. And secondly, I think you need to go to your healthcare provider and say, look, I do have this issue, and I don't know if you're the right person to help me with it, but I really need a recommendation or referral from you, or perhaps if you do know about this, tell me what's available. The other thing is to go to findmyspark.com, take a look at the resources there, and you may also find a good direction just from that website from other women who are handling the same thing, to the videos of doctors who will tell you much more about the syndrome, to things that will help you decide if really you do have a physiologically suppressed desire, or maybe you're taking the wrong medications or something else that you'd want to think about.
Schwartz explains this is a common issue and that most women are just dealing with it.
This is new, and they may or may not interpret their own symptoms correctly, so they really do need to go to a health provider who is a sexual medicine either specialist or informed about what's available, because what they don't and they shouldn't do is just settle for, well, this is the way it is.
However, there are tools out there to help relieve the problem, including one she highly suggests that women check out.
Now there is a way to track this in a more methodical way with good resources. If they go to findmyspark.com, it's a really good beginning.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Brooke Slyer.
So how much do parents really know about their baby's risk for childhood infectious diseases? Let's find out.
How much do you really know about serious pediatric infectious diseases? A new survey sponsored by Pfizer and Parents Magazine shows parents know the least about invasive pneumococcal disease. If that sounds scary, Dr. Jen Trachtenberg says that's because it can be.
Invasive pneumococcal disease is caused by a bacteria, and it causes a bloodstream infection called bacteremia, or even meningitis, which is an infection around the brain and the spinal cord.
Dr. Jen says many parents did not know that kids are at a higher risk for getting the disease.
Children are at high risk, especially young children under the age of 2, because this is when their immune system is still developing.
There's good news for parents looking for ways to prevent dangerous illnesses.
It's really important to protect children, especially young children, by staying up to date on their vaccinations in accordance with the CDC guidelines.
For more information, talk with your pediatrician and check out babypneumococcalfacts.com.
And coming up here on California Live, Harry Styles is doing just fine on his own. We'll tell you why. Plus, you might want to try out for the new American Idol with the newest judge, Katy Perry. And we explore the symphony in Santa Barbara. All this and more coming up right here. Harry Styles just added 56 more shows for his sold-out world tour, and he'll be kicking off his tour in San Francisco, following Los Angeles in September, and then coming back to end his tour in San Clemente, San Jose, and Los Angeles, all in 2018. This is one concert you might not want to miss. And fans may be surprised that after recently ending the show, American Idol is back and better with world-renowned judge Katy Perry, and they are looking for the country's most talented, unique, and inspiring solo singers. Don't miss out on a chance of a lifetime. Well, Cox is thrilled to be a longtime supporter and sponsor of the Santa Barbara Bowl and its mission to share music, appreciation, and education to the Santa Barbara community. Cox Business is proud to serve as the Bowl's technology provider through network support and Wi-Fi to concert goers. Here's more.
We have an opportunity to have a sequential set of programs that bring experiences from their first time with the instrument all the way up into our youth symphony. And really we strive to create an environment where students can build upon not only their musical experiences, but also just have fun.
The music van is the first step in the continuum of educational programs with the Santa Barbara Symphony.
Yay! Sit. Come on, have a seat. Like right there is good. Sit right here is good. You sit up and up. Come on, have a
You get to try almost all of these instruments.
The biggest piece behind the music van is that every musical sound is still a musical sound, no matter what it is.
And the idea is that they get excited enough that in fourth grade, hopefully, they're offered an opportunity to take lessons, and they will have been exposed to all these instruments and have a good idea of what there is out there.
Bravo is really exciting for us this year. This is the first year that we've collaborated with the Santa Barbara Unified School District. And what it's done is allowed us to really work side by side with, again, an amazing group of teachers to provide instruction and large group instruction for these students to build upon the music that they're already gaining in the classroom at their schools. Our music director for the Santa Barbara Youth Symphony is Andy Radford. He's actually also a member of our Santa Barbara Symphony in the bassoon section. He encourages these kids, he pushes them beyond what they even believe is possible, and he really makes that program and he makes them feel like they can accomplish it. The Youth Symphony performing at the Libero is amazing for our musicians and our families. It's really an opportunity for them to play in a theater that has historical perspective for Santa Barbara.
It's not only exciting because of the big audience, but the music we play is also really, it's intense, and it's just really fun to play.
They're amazed by what it's like to have a stage, a real stage with real stage crew, and the setup's already done, and there's dressing rooms, there's all of those fancy elements to them that they've never experienced.
I really hope that my helping the kids in the junior orchestra will eventually lead them to join the Youth Symphony someday.
The Santa Barbara Symphony's Music Education Center connects the youth in our community to music and the world around them. It's helping them gain 21st century skills to be leaders in the community, but also have a great place to play music, have fun, and make new friends.
There is a place where heroes have assembled. Spider-Man, Black Widow, Captain America, and Eddie.
So, what's the plan?
Breaking out the Guardians, pal.
Lots of fun new stuff is being cooked up here at the Disneyland Resort during the Summer of Heroes. And of course, they had to cook up some tasty treats to go with it. I have Chef Kane Luttrell here with me now to tell us all about the Summer of Heroes and what you've got cooked up.
Absolutely, and you're gonna help me make something.
I will, absolutely.
So what we're making today is falafel. Basic ingredients. We're gonna have a pita.
Okay.
We have some vegetables, right? And basically deep fried hummus. So we've got some onions here.
Okay.
Right?
Add a little flavor.
Exactly. A lot of garlic. Everybody loves garlic.
Yes, it's good for you too.
Absolutely.
Keeps the vampires away, right?
That's right. We got salt and pepper, of course. Cumin.
Okay.
Nice smoky flavor. Cayenne pepper. Add some heat. If you
Like
can't
that.
handle the heat, do definitely
Stay out of the kitchen,
paprika.
right?
Exactly. That's my line. We have parsley and cilantro.
Okay.
And then we have, of course, our garbanzo beans.
Yes.
So you can get those canned at the grocery store.
Sure. Where can people find this?
Well, people can find this right at the end of Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay.
And it's at our food truck, big red food truck. It's really hard to miss.
Got it. So when you're on your way to ride the new Guardians of the Galaxy
Instead
ride,
of making the right, you're gonna make a quick
make
left.
a left,
Little
grab
detour.
some of this. I like
Absolutely.
it. Okay.
So you're just gonna pulse it probably 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go.
Oh, it smells good. I can smell those fresh
You got
herbs
those onions and
everything.
garlic,
Yeah.
right? So I like the large garbanzo beans we have.
So you don't want it to be totally mashed
You
up.
don't want it totally mashed up. It's kind of like when you make cornbread and you leave the whole piece of the corn in there.
I don't make cornbread.
Oh.
I don't make anything.
When you buy cornbread.
I only cook when I'm here with you.
Oh, okay. So we have a little bit of flour here.
Okay. That kind of just helps
It
keep
helps
it all
bind it
stuck
together. You know, a lot of people have gluten allergies. You can definitely use a gluten-free flour. You can get it at the grocery store. And this is baking powder. It'll help kind of leaven the croquette.
Okay.
So now you're gonna get in there and just mush it.
All right, here
Give it
comes the
everything you
fun
got.
part.
Smash it up just like it was a
Okay.
meatball. And we're gonna drop it in our deep fryer over here.
Oh, right.
And we'll cook it for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how big the croquette is. Don't worry, we have some already made for you.
Disney magic.
Exactly. So I have my toasted pita right here.
Okay.
We got a little fresh cilantro, or excuse me, spinach.
Okay.
Then we have our cucumber slaw that we made earlier. And this has a lot of mint and a little bit of parsley.
I can smell the mint for
Absolutely.
sure.
So it's nice on a hot summer day. Very refreshing. And then we have
Perfect summer drink.
our croquettes that we are already made here. And then we have our tzatziki sauce, which is a Greek yogurt. And we've got a
Say
little
it for me again.
tzatziki.
Tzatziki. Thank
So
you.
Greek yogurt with a bunch of seasonings. This one has cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, so those baking spices. Kind of brings out a lot of that mint flavor.
Sounds delicious. All right, so you can come here, have this tasty summer treat here at the Disneyland Resort during the Summer of Heroes. Check it out. It's going on all summer long.
That's right.
And that'll do it for us. If you missed any part of our show, please go to our website, californialifehd.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.